I whispered to myself, I chose peace over patterns. There's a place here in Sweden that I like very much, and it's called Brew House, and they have the best chicken wings. And it's not something that I make at home very often. And every once in a while, these little like creature comforts that are not healthy in any way whatsoever, I like to have like once or twice a year. So today, while I'm waiting for them, I thought we could talk about the importance of recognizing pattern in your relationships. All right. So as I said to you guys from the beginning, I chose peace over pattern. My first marriage that I had, he cheated on me. I didn't have a very strong self-esteem or self-worth back there then. And there were moments in my life today as I was walking through town where it is so easy to think about the convenience of the life quality that I had in my late 20s. So as I'm walking home, let's talk about what do I mean when I say you choose peace over pattern. Your life is long. It's healthy. One of the most important decisions you will ever make outside of your education is who you spend the rest of your life with. Choosing wisely will impact how you live, how you sleep, whether you have savings, whether you eat healthy or not, whether you're with someone who likes to exercise. And if it's something that doesn't match up with the way you like to live your life, girl, you're not going to have peace. So when I was married to my first husband, as I said before, great man, good character. Yes, he was unfaithful. The beautiful thing about understanding pattern of behaviors is more so for myself, because I could have stayed and lived a super good life. And I can tell you at 30 years later, oh my God, I have even more better life. It's 1,000% better because I learned so much about myself. Self-worth, self-esteem is paramount in how you show up for yourself, because the way you show up for yourself is how you're going to show up in your relationships. Girl, if you don't know your needs and wants and your shortcomings, how the hell are you going to show up for another person? Life is long. Recognizing patterns of behavior is paramount to the success and quality of your life. So as you're out here living your best life, one of the things that I learned from that moment where my first husband was unfaithful to me. And yes, I could have stayed out of the convenience at a great house, German Shepherds, Mercedes. The kid was good husband, good family. And when he cheated on me, his parents begged me to stay, to go to counseling and therapy and everything else. And that was one of the first times where I chose myself, because I knew that living in that relationship would be hell for me, because I'm a very trusting person by nature. So constantly looking over his shoulder to see who he's talking to, what he's looking at, who, phone messages would have drove me insane. And that is not peace. So I chose me, and I struggled for a couple of years. But in that time of struggle, I learned about myself. I learned what's important to me. I made those little decisions that build up my self-worth and build up my self-esteem. It allowed me to show up better for myself in my relationships. And ultimately, second husband, magnificent physician, one of the top 10 in the world, and he passed away. And because I learned so much about myself the first time and grew so much as a human my second time, now my third husband, living in Sweden, a magnificent country, and we're married for 14 years. Although we all have tough cycles, that pattern, recognizing patterns of behavior, recognizing the good qualities in a person, because I recognized and understood how to cultivate and curate those qualities in myself. So when you're out here living your best life and looking to be in relationships, it's important to choose well. And most importantly, it's important for you to know who you are and know what you want and learn how to improve on your shortcomings. Because most of the things that we want in life You're going to be with a person who's growing and you're growing. You don't want to be stunted emotionally. You don't want to have a victim mentality because it's going to prevent you from actually creating the life that you want. So that hypervigilance for yourself, that super honesty, the ones where you go, I'm not making good decisions in my life. And then you ask yourself, why are you not making good decisions in your life? And then the third question is, what are you going to do about it? And then make a plan to make it better. That's how you recognize patterns of behavior, because in yourself, you can look at yourself and go, I do this and this and this, and this is the outcome. Do I like that outcome? No, I don't like it. So then what are you going to do differently? And how do you hold yourself accountable to complete it? Because when you're in a relationship, they do not make you whole. You make yourself whole. Compatibility, emotional intelligence, kindness. You can work miracles with those three things. So remember your pattern of behavior. Cultivate and improve that. And helps you recognize patterns of behaviors in others. Helps you make better decisions, which ultimately helps you choose better and wiser in your relationships.